today's video is our top 10 tips for making our marriage last. And while everybody will have their own top 10, hopefully this can be something that will spur you along in coming up with your own ideas.
Hi, we're Ed and Aaron, and we're enriching our retirement by reconnecting with each other, having fun, and becoming financially free. So I hope you come along.
So we're just going to dive right into our top 10 list. Ed's going to start first, and we're doing it old-fashioned Letterman style. So starting with number 10 and going to number 1.
Okay. Number 10, I have, pride. And then in parentheses, I have put it aside.
What made you choose that?
Just because you don't have to always be right. You can admit when you're wrong and just be happy about, it's a 50-50 communication kind of thing. And that goes along with everything. It's 50-50. You should have it 50-50. And some things you'll be 60-40, but if somebody else, the other person does 60-40 or something else, then it evens up.
Yeah, some days.
Yeah, so.
Some days you can't quite give your whole 50%.
Right, right. And
let alone 100%.
Yeah, so pride, just put it aside because you don't need to be prideful. You can just accept what it is.
Nice. My number 10 is have at least one goal in common. And the reason I picked this is because things can get stale. And if you have something that you're working towards, it helps to keep things a little more vibrant.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Number 9, sharing. People think it's weird, but we share a bank account. We don't have separate bank accounts, and we share pretty much everything. It includes money, chores, and, everything.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Responsibilities.
Mm-hmm. Sharing.
Yeah. My number 9 is give in and compromise when you need to.
Oh, kind of like the same thing.
Yeah, because it's not worth it to always be right all the time.
Or to be fighting about something.
Yeah.
Because why?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Ultimately, who gives a shit? So, number 8, compromise.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. So, basically the same thing. And we've been married almost 30 years, so I think our list is going to be pretty similar.
Well, funny you should say that because my number 8 is do things for them. And this is a lot like with yours about doing your 50-50.
Yeah.
But I have do things for them and do your thing. So we didn't sit down and come up with roles for each of us in the marriage, but we just both have things that we're better at than the other person.
Yeah, we work together on things we know we're good at.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And so those things, I've always made sure to do those things, and Ed has always made sure to do those things as well that he's good at. And also going above and beyond that and just doing something for each other that's going to make their day just a little better.
Yeah, I mean, not every day or like every minute of the day, but something.
Yeah, I remember one time he was having a bad day at work, and so I made him some celery and peanut butter and cut it up and took it to him when he was at the gas station. But then it really stunk because he was so excited and he opened it and it fell all over the ground.
Yeah.
That was bad.
It was a bad day. Okay, we're at number 7.
Number 7.
7, equal partnership.
That's
I
kind
think
of,
it's the same as compromise.
well, no, I'd say,
Well,
it's kind of, our last 3 have kind of all been in the same vein.
yeah, I mean, that's the same as like caring, like sharing things and responsibilities and all that. So just make it equal. And so nobody's overwhelmed and nobody's underwhelmed and, share responsibilities.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
My number 7 is be open and honest in communication.
Oh, yeah.
Because, boy, when you're not, you hold on to that and it causes problems. But if you just are open and honest from the get-go, it really,
Yeah.
it's really beneficial all the way
Yeah.
around.
Don't keep any secrets. Don't do that crap or anything.
Yeah.
All right. Number 6. Put this in parentheses. I don't know why. Loving.
In parentheses.
Yeah, like, quotes. Loving. To be loving toward your partner.
Maybe you
I
meant
think.
loving.
No, I did not
Oh,
mean
okay.
that. No, loving. As far as like, you're going to have those days where you don't agree, but still be loving. Don't be mean. Don't be harsh. Don't be a jackass and, say something that you're going to regret later. Just think about it. And I can count on one hand how many big arguments that Aaron and I have had in the past almost 30 years. And
Yeah.
it's not worth it. It's better to just be cohabitating and happy instead of walking on eggshells and like tiptoeing around each other and like,
Yeah.
like, being all mean and crap. So that's my thing.
So mine kind of goes along with yours. My number 6 is to see them as a person, because they have their own stuff that they're going through too.
Yeah.
It's not always all about me or always all about him.
Yeah.
And you gotta kind of step back sometimes. When I remember when the kids were little bitty and Ed would get home and it would be like, oh, please just take them. But he just got home from a day of work. He needed a little bit of time too.
Yeah.
And so just seeing them as that person with their own problems that they deal with.
Yeah, that is a good tip for a young married couple to like share that responsibility. If you have little kids and you both work, that's gotta suck.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So number 5.
Number 5.
And this one I hold, like I should have put it at number 1, but hugs and kisses. Because even if I'm feeling bad, I can call Erin, and if she's available to talk, she will, and it always makes me feel better. She's my calming voice whenever I get upset because of traffic or somebody that's irritating me a little bit. And I'll call her, she'll calm me down, and it's good. But her hugs and her kisses, we always hug each other and kiss each other first thing in the morning when we see each other, and before we go to bed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's always important.
It is. My number 5 is see their side of things. Now, it kind of sounds like my last one, but it's different because, they're coming from a different background, from different beliefs and different thoughts than what you have.
Different family.
Totally different families.
Yeah.
And to be able to step into their shoes is important, to try to understand where they're coming from.
Yeah, it's always good to see the other side of it, to understand the other side of it. To see it also, but to understand it is even better.
Yeah.
Number 4, this is a big one. Trust. Because it's like a piece of glass. Once you break it, you can never put it back together the same way. There's a little bit of fragments in there, and it sucks.
Yeah, trust is very important.
Yeah, trust is very good. And once you get it, don't break it.
My number 4 is always want the best for them and to support each other.
That's a good one.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Since Ed has been the one that has made money through our entire marriage and supported our family, I would have opinions about what he should pursue through work, but ultimately it always comes down to him, because he's the one that has to go and do it. Like, he's the one that shows up every day to go and do that. And so being able to always support that, I think that's something that has always come through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You always are, and understanding. That's a big thing that you have on your end.
Thanks.
You understand, like when I tell you I'm going to be late because of something, because of work. My job is very unpredictable, so you can't really make plans. We can make plans around stuff and maybe make it work. But Erin's very understanding about that, and that's one of the reasons I love her so much.
Thanks, honey.
You're welcome. Number 3, respect. If you respect the other person, then it's easy for everything else to fall in line. That's just the way I see it. You show mutual respect, it's even better, and it's way better for your marriage, because if you don't respect the person you're with, I mean, why are you with them? That's
yeah, for real.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it. That's it for me.
My number 3 is to work on yourself. I know it doesn't seem like that would be something to make a marriage last, but I mean, we've been together a long time, and people change throughout those years, and things come up, and you have to be responsible for your own emotions and how you feel. And we both have gone through times of really having to work on ourselves.
Yep.
So that way the marriage can stay strong. And it's hard.
Yeah, because it's like the old saying, you got to love yourself before you can love anybody else.
Yeah.
So work on yourself. Make sure you're good with you before you are good with your partner, I guess.
I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. But
yeah.
I mean, therapy is always great. You know, you're like, you know, even guys, especially guys, we have a lot of stuff to talk about or to think about. If you're like providing for your family, you got a lot of worries on your head. So why not talk to somebody about it? It helped me a lot to work through my crap. So number 2. Oh, mine is communication. Communication's key to, like, mainly for not having arguments. If you're upfront, truthful, and you communicate, whether it's a text, a call, a little note you leave or something, just like, hey, I'm going to be running late, or anything, you know, like like sometimes I'll write a little note to Erin before I go to bed, you know, I love you, and she'll find it later in the day or something.
And I save them all in a little box.
Yeah, that's cool. But just communicate is a big one. If you communicate, everything will be much better. That way you both understand each other and you know what each other's talking about.
My number 2, funny, is to touch each other daily, like hello and goodbye, hugs and kisses. And just that touch.
Yeah, I don't know if I read it somewhere or if you told me, but it's a 20-second hug or a 6-second kiss. You just hold each other for 20 seconds. And what it does, it's supposedly what it does for me anyway, it transfers our energy and you share it. And if one person's not calm and the other one is, it'll calm both of y'all down and get you at the same speed. And a 6-second kiss does the same thing, which I don't mind doing that either. Sometimes we do both, but yeah, it is a good thing to do.
Yeah. Okay, are you ready for the number 1?
Are you?
I am.
Okay. Number 1, love. Because basically, if you don't love the person you're with, why are you with me? Same thing with trust. But love is a big, big thing. I had never told a woman before that I loved her first. And I did that with Erin.
I waited.
Yeah. But I think I knew, like, probably after a week. So
we got married pretty quick.
Yeah, so, you know, it goes along with it. But that's my number 1, love.
Funny, my number 1 is love. No matter what.
I knew it.
Maybe that's why it's worked so well for almost 30 years.
I think so. But anyway, that's our list.
Yes.
Pretty much kind of the same.
Yeah, there's a lot of the same things on here. And I think if you decide to do a list like this with your spouse, I think you'll probably find that there's a lot of similarities there too.
The longer you've been married, I'm sure it's going to be pretty similar. Because you have that trust there. If you've been together for a long time, you have the love, you have the communication. I mean, you have everything probably that we do. So that's probably why it's working out.
Yeah.
So that's our list, and we're sticking to it.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
And if you like this It's part of an ebook that we put together about 365 different daily activities that you can do with your spouse. It's a short little thing you do each day, most of the time, just so you can create that bond in those memories.
Yeah, something to do together.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're like, what the hell do we do? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, so then look at the book, pick a day, and go do it.
Tell you what to do.
Yeah.
The link's in the description if you're interested.
Yeah, some of it is like staying at home stuff. Some of it's going out. Some of it's like just reading a book, going to the park, go for a walk, stuff like that. But if you ran out of ideas, this will give you something to think about and be like, yeah, you know what? We should do that today.
Yeah.
So it's a real cool thing.
Well, please like and share, subscribe, all the good stuff. We're a very new channel, so any support you can give us will really help.
Extremely new. Like brand new.
All right.
So, yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
Appreciate it.